Hi, this is Nitya. Today I'm going to talk about Agile. What is Agile? Agile is a time boxed, iterative approach to software delivery that builds software incrementally from the start of the project instead of trying to deliver all at the end of the project. It works by breaking the project into bit of user functionalities called user stories, prioritizing them, and then continuously delivering them in short 2 week cycle called iteration. Agile software development core values are individuals and interaction over process and tools, working software over comprehensive documentation, customer collaboration over contract negotiation, responding to change over following a plan. The manifesto for Agile software development is based on 12 principles: customer satisfaction by early and continuous delivery of valuable software, welcome changing requirements even in late development, working software is delivered frequently, close daily cooperation between business people and developers. Projects are built around motivated individuals who should be trusted. Face to face conversation is the best form of the communication. Working software is the primary measure of progress. Sustainability development able to maintain a constant pace. Continuous attention to technical excellence and good design. Simplicity, the art of maximizing the amount of work not done, is essential. Best architectures, requirements, and designs emerge from self organizing team. Regularly, the team reflects on how to become more effective and adjusts accordingly. Coming to Scrum, what is Scrum? Building complex software applications is a difficult task. Scrum methodology comes as a solution for executing such complicated tasks. It helps development team to focus on all aspects of the product like quality, performance, usability, and so on. Key features of Scrum are roles, artifacts, ceremonies. Roles in Scrum are product owner, Scrum master and the team. Product owner does features of the product. Product owner decides a release date and corresponding features, and he prioritizes the features according to the market value and profitability of the product. He is responsible for the profitability of the product. He can accept or reject work item result. Scrum Master. He manages the team and look after the team's productivity. He maintains the block list and removes barriers in the development. He or she coordinates with all roles and functions. He the team from external interface invites to the daily Scrum, sprint review, and planning meetings. The team is usually about 5 to 9 members. It includes developers, designers, and sometimes testers, etc. The team organizes and schedules their work on their own, has right to do everything within the boundaries of the project to meet the sprint goal. Actively participate in daily ceremonies. Scrum artifacts. A Scrum process includes user stories. They are short explanation of functionalities of the system under test. Product backlog. It is a collection of user stories captured from the Scrum product. The product owner prepares and maintains the product backlog. It is prioritized by product owner and anyone can add to it with approval from the product owner. Release backlog. A release is a time frame in which the number of iterations is completed. The product owner coordinates with the Scrum Master to decide which story should be targeted for a release. Stories in the release backlog are targeted to be completed in a release. Sprints. It is a set period of time to complete the user stories decided by product owner and developer team. Usually it is 2 to 4 weeks of time. Sprint backlog. It's a set of user stories to be completed in a sprint. During sprint backlog, work is never assigned and the team signs up for work on their own. It is owned and managed by the team while the estimated work remaining is updated daily. It is the list of tasks that has to be performed in sprint. Block list. It is a list of blocks and unmade decisions owned by Scrum Master and updated daily. Burn down chart. Burn down chart represents overall progress of the work in progress and work completed throughout the process. It represents in a graph format the stories and features not completed. Ceremonies in Scrum. Sprint planning. A sprint begins with the team importing stories from the release backlog into the sprint backlog. It is hosted by Scrum Master. The testers estimate effort to test the various stories in the sprint backlog. Daily Scrum. It is hosted by Scrum Master. It lasts about 15 minutes. During daily scrum, the members will discuss the work completed previous day, the planned work for the next day, and issues faced during sprint. During daily stand up meetings, team progress is tracked. Sprint review retrospective. It is also hosted by Scrum Master. It lasts about 2 to 4 hours and discuss what team has accomplished in the last sprint and what lessons were learned. Role of tester in Scrum. There is no active role of tester in Scrum process. Usually, testing is carried out by developer with unit test, while product owner is also frequently involved in the testing process during each sprint. Some Scrum projects do not dedicate test teams depending on the nature and complexity of the product. Test reporting. Scrum test metrics reporting provides transparency and visibility to stakeholders about the project. The metrics that are reported allow team to analyze their progress and plan their future strategy to improve the product. There are two metrics that are frequently used to report. One is burn down chat. Each day, Scrum Master records the estimated remaining work for the sprint. This is nothing but the burn down chat. It is updated daily. A burn down chat gives a quick overview of the project progress. This chat contains information like total amount of work is in the project that must be completed, amount of work completed during each sprint, and so on. The other one is velocity history graph. The velocity history graph predicts the velocity of the team reached in each sprint. It is a bar graph and represents how team's output has changed over time. The additional metrics that may be useful are scheduled burn, budget burn, theme percent complete, stories completed, stories remaining, and so on. As we talked till now, this is a Scrum workflow. Product backlogs to sprint backlogs, then sprint tasks, daily work and sprint meetings. Sprint lasts for 2 to 4 weeks, etc.